Ola Kimopedi Senokwansa Polokwansam say Mr. Jobana. So I want to teach you 3 ways on how you can present yourself to the public as an artist, or how you should be presented to the people as an artist. So one of the key ways that we're going to use when it comes to presenting yourself as an artist, which is something you must do throughout your career, is consistency. Consistency is just going to be one of those key ways when it comes to presenting yourself. So the first way into how you should present yourself is that you must remember that a lot of people are going to discover you for the very first time on social media, or even if they discover you wherever, but it's going to lend them to your social media, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, whatever it is. People are going to come to your social media to try and get to know you more. Whether it's YouTube, they're just going to come there to try and get to know you more. So what is important as well is to note that when they get to your social media, the very first thing they get to see, before they even get to read or when I was over like what is your content all about, they're going to see your profile picture or they're going to see your cover. So make sure that those two, you become very strict and very consistent when it comes to those two. Make sure that your profile picture always represents who you are at that particular time, or what you want to offer at that particular time. Whether you drop a singele, or whether you out here the suit, you know, I get out here, or whether that profile picture must represent exactly who you are at that particular time, or what is the message that you are throwing to the people at that particular time. So keep it very clean and make sure that your profile picture talks about you at that time, and be consistent. That means on your social media platforms, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube, even on WhatsApp, try and keep the very same picture on all your platforms. Be that consistent, so that if you search go Instagram, Facebook, I still see this is that very same person. Even here, there, I must see, okay, this is actually that same person that I want to check. So keep it consistent, keep the same profile picture on all. The second way of doing this is teach people or guide people or educate people on how to address you. It's very important. And I think if there are people that understand that skill very well, it has to be radio presenters. They master that skill. This is what radio presenters usually do. O ka ngwala message fela ngwala radio presenter ole maybe kwena Senokwane o jwa Polokwane, and you want to write a message to a presenter o ba reng ke Mopedi and he's on air. O ngwala message where you are playing great music. My name is Senokwane from Polokwane. What they'll do when they read that message on air, they will not say great music Senokwane from Polokwane. Definitely not. On air, I've just received a message from Senokwane, Polokwane, or Mopedi, and the message says, Mopedi, you're playing great music, my brother, whatever the message says. But he's going to make sure that if he was to be presented as Grootman or as my brother or as the best radio presenter in the country, you read that message and say, I've got a message from Mopedi, or I've got a message from Senokwane, Sapolokwane, Sere. The message says, the greatest presenter on air, Mopedi. Man, you're playing great music, man. What did he do? He publicly told people who are ringing, there's somebody that says, I'm the greatest presenter in the country. Somebody said, I'm the greatest presenter in the country. So this is how I want you to address me. And the more I continue on that thing, I'll give you another example. If you listen to a station like Capricorn FM, one of the presenters that does that so well is Mr. Black. If you write a message to Mr. Black and say, hey man, I love the song that you've played, he'll go in and say, I've got a message from Mopedi or Mr. Black, you're playing great music, my brother. What did he do? He taught you to call him Mr. Black. He teaches you to call him Mr. Black. Teaches you to call him whatever it is that you want. So Luena, as an artist, make sure that you go there. Into my video. Or like Mopedi Senokwane Sapolokwane some say Mr. Joban. That says to you, I'm okay with being called that. When you meet me in town, when you meet me wherever, I'm okay with being called that. So I'm teaching you what to call me. So if we're now at maybe you are a king of Pedi rap, put it out there. Whether on your post, whether on your songs, whether wherever, put it out there so much that people, now it just becomes your name, or you are the king of Pedi rap. You understand? put it out there as many times as you can, then people will get it and people will start addressing you as that. So that is teaching people or guiding people in terms of what they should call you. The third way, very important and almost similar to the second way, teach people how to spell your name. I can't stress this one enough. Teach people how to spell your name. By one. I mean, if you are skipper sa Nike and ngwadile ka M ba dile mistake ya ngwana Mike, definitely people will say into like a fake. So why is it different with your name? If your name ke whoever and then ngwadiwa ka Z and not an S, and obona godimo ga poster ba ngwadile ka S, that is not you. Teach people how to spell your name. Tell that promoter or tell that graphic designer or emabra ke bone mistake mo khopela we change this post. And make sure that when outro poster on your platforms, that wrong poster wrong. Never do that, because now you are teaching people, you're confusing your market, you're confusing the people. Which one is it? For example, my name is Mopedi, M-O-P-E-D-Y at the end. There's a Y at the end. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to differentiate between Mopedi, Motobola Spedi, and Mopedi, the artist. So I deliberately wrote this Y. You understand? So, if you want to post or if you want to somebody might not know what okay spell like why, because already emana poster and Mopedi mo poster and poster event ya Mopedi. Definitely that person might just think or Mopedi, M-O-P-E-D-I. You understand? So you are responsible for omo. Tell promoters, I fetch our book or I fetch our enrollment the poster, write the name exactly how you want it, and also or maybe in a why on that very first message before you do a poster or anything in our modi job emana snap say mopedi why dot remember or mopedi la ingwa why. That is how you teach people how to spell your name and be spelled correctly. Marawena, make sure no matter what happens. I know sometimes you find graphic designers or promoters really arrogant. It's going to be a waste of time for me to go back and change this poster and write it correctly. In that case, what I do is that I will pitch at your event. I will do whatever, probably maybe make a video about me coming to your event, but posting that when my name is spelled wrong on my platforms, definitely I won't. Why? Because that would be you teaching people to spell it wrong. So you're making it okay for people to spell your name wrong. And that is your brand name. It's not just a name. Like I said, if Nike, okay, Porsche, M, yaba Mike, people will definitely say this is fake. So why is it different with your name? So teach people how to spell your name correctly. So those are the 3 ways in which you can present yourself properly to the public, and that's how you can be presented to the people. I would say very simple. First of all, make sure that your profile picture represents who you are at that particular time, and then ever consistent on all platforms. The second way to do it, make sure that you teach people how to address you. The third way, make sure that you teach them how to spell your name correctly. There are many ways in how you must present yourself, but those are the 3 simple that you can do today, which is what we need to focus on. Hola, ke Mopedi seno kwane sapolo kwane some semester jobana, and I'm out.